like being an operating engineer because you have the opportunity to work outdoors with a lot of different equipment. If you're good at your job, you have the opportunity to travel, and it pays really well.
The operating engineers are looking for people with a good attitude, good work ethic, and the ability to travel all over Western Washington. Those who are interested in being an operating engineer must complete an application, pass a math and reading test, and are then interviewed. Top applicants are invited to attend a one-week safety and orientation class. This gives applicants the ability to see what the operating engineers are all about. Also, this gives us the ability to determine if a person has the aptitude for the trade. As a graduate of the first class apprentices, it is an exciting and rewarding career for me. You never know where it will take you.
We're always building buildings, sports stadiums, highways, bridges. It's never ending.
What we need are a high number of operators that can use each of these pieces of equipment like a precision instrument.
Normally what we're looking for would be folks with average abilities, good hand-eye coordination, or above average. But mainly what we look for would be attitude. We've got good equipment, good instructors, fantastic program. It's all paid for by the members of the local.
First of all, the job requires a lot of traveling around. You got to really enjoy it to want to do it.
If you enjoy being outside, you can't beat doing this.
It's great money, but you know, you have a long-term investment. For a high school person coming out, you know, this is a way to set your platform for your life.
Here we teach them the basics, how to read a grade stake, how to check their own grade, basic machine operation, that type of thing. As union members, they pay in 41 cents an hour into the training fund, and we take that money and we train both journey level operators and apprentice operators.
I think it's been very beneficial. This is my third year. I've learned a tremendous amount here. It's a great program.
This particular one, I think it's really great. I mean, it just has so many opportunities for everybody. So once I become a journeyman and there's something I want to upgrade on or something that I want to learn, I have the opportunity through the union to learn this, you know, whatever goals I may set for myself. And what I'm learning here is that they're unlimited.
That's great. You get your hands on equipment and it benefits us because we'll be specialized on 3 or 4, maybe 5 pieces of equipment. Apprentices that come out of this program, they should help the employer out greatly because we're just very diversified.
When they come down here to training, they have to come down 3 times. The first time is 6 weeks of entry-level training. The second and third time is advanced training, and they're down here for 4 weeks at a time.
They have a 6,000-hour apprenticeship requirement, and so they'll keep coming back for that 1 month's training a year until they accomplish that 6,000 hours, and then they graduate to journeyman level. And at that point, they can come back and take classes on a voluntary basis. They can specialize on one piece of equipment. And those are 1 week and 2 week courses. It's a camp type situation. We actually have barracks where we can house, I think, 85 people.
We get up, breakfast is at 6, start class at 7, just like a regular job. Got to be there in time.
They're usually in the classroom for 1 to 2 hours in the morning. They then come out here to the job site. While in the classroom, they will go over the day's operations out here, what we plan to accomplish during the day, go over the equipment they'll be operating for that day.
We have training aids for safety. We have films. We have all the proper manuals and textbooks that you can get.
My grade class enables them to start seeing the shapes we're building. They're not random. We're not just shoving piles of dirt around. We're always working toward a shape with a particular slope and a particular length and a particular, vertical measurement. If they grasp the grade stuff, they just get better and better and better.
And if they know grade, they can look at a print, or they can look at the grade stakes, and they can actually build something. If they have an idea what it's supposed to look like when they're done, they can go out and do a job. They don't need as much supervision.
Once they get out here, they'll get on their equipment and start constructing the project.
We're conducting operations in real job situations, which we feel provides the best training opportunities, because the closer you can get to the real life situation that they're going to run into on the job, the more they can take with them to the job.
These are all apprentices in Local 302 and 612, and Gary here, the property owner, gives us a little project to do which benefits our people to learn on-the-job type experiences.
Well, they have the opportunity to basically operate each piece of equipment we have, and then it's up to the student to kind of excel in the piece of machinery that he wants to. But he's pretty much required to get on every piece of equipment.
I usually like to keep them 1 to 2 days on the same machine because it makes them a lot more comfortable. Then I will switch them to different machines to give them all an opportunity to run everything that I have on the job.
They'll be out here approximately 6 to 8 hours, then back in the classroom in the afternoon and go over the progress of the day.
Like today, I have some questions I'll be asking. I'm running the track hoe down in the creek bed for a neighbor. He had a washout, and whatever questions I have for my instructor, I can go ahead and ask them, being them safe or unsafe, or, you know, how to do this. I did it this way. Is that the right way? And any questions you have are answered.
With the classroom time, you know, they tell you, you know, this is what you're looking for. They show you videos of how to do it. And then when you go out and you are on the equipment and you are working, you actually sit in there and you think, gee, I remember that, you know, and that helps a lot.
We have a very good group of instructors with a variety of knowledge on different things like excavation, dirt work, roads. The people that get into the crane, we have another instructor that comes over and does crane classes a couple times a year.
Normally it's the responsibility of the contractor or the engineer on a project to determine weights. However, it is also the responsibility of the operator to be able to estimate loads, because once that load leaves the ground, the operator is fully responsible for hoisting and placing that unit into the position that it has to be set. We're not looking for speed right at the beginning of our training classes. We're looking for smoothness of operation. And our main training program is to give the operators the ability to practice on various cranes that we have available here at the site.
They've been teaching us how to run equipment, swing loads around, load charts, all sorts of different things. Every day is a different job, different status of where you're at, and usually most jobs it's not like that, so this job it's kind of different every day, and I enjoy that job.
There's a huge demand for operators that are scientific about their work, that are artists with their tool.
Anytime you want to come out here to school and improve your skills or learn a new piece of equipment, it's available to you. We have instructions.
You can improve on the skills that you haven't received yet. When you come here, you know, you get put on a loader or you get put on an excavator or something, then that helps you. And then when you go back out there, you can say, I've done that. And then the employer will let you on there and say, okay, let's see what you can do.
There's opportunity for the graduate. You know, he learns a lot here, and he takes that out into the field and makes a career or a profession out of this. And hopefully he'll stay for it for a lifetime. As far as the contractor, he gets a well-rounded young individual. It'll help him out, you know, so it's a win-win situation for both.
Well, the contractors don't have to take so much time trying to train them, and for cost effectiveness, it's better to have somebody come out that already has an idea what they're supposed to do. You have to make the contractor money or you're not going to stick around, and you have to tell these people that. You have to get them to think about it. They have to try to do their best.
The students that actually get the opportunity to have this training we're offering, I think show up on a job site having a much better view of how all the pieces are supposed to come together.
Without the union, I wouldn't get the training. In order to keep the local or the international strong, you know, we got to know that the guys behind us that are going to be paying for our retirement know what they're doing and not run it into the ground. I don't know of any non-union outfit where you can make this much, you know, and have something.
The operating engineers, Local 302 especially, has a really good retirement that you take with you from company to company. So you're kind of a free agent. You don't, you know, work for one company for 10 years and then have them fire you so they don't have to pay your retirement. That stuff doesn't happen in this industry. We compare very favorably with other training programs across the nation, and I see it just getting better.
I feel I'm very, very lucky to be in 302 as an apprentice operator. Down the road, it's just going to be beneficial for my career as an operator.
I take pride in what we have here, and I try to pass it on to the students. I really feel good about trying to help these students out, and I think it's one of the best programs in the country.
And the way I look at it, if you're not union and you're not really an operator, you know, because there's a lot of guys out there who just run one piece of equipment, but they don't know the dynamics and everything else that goes along with it to be a hand, you know, a good hand. Good hand just goes machine to machine, and this school provides that.
Working construction and working union, I get paid the same amount as a man makes for doing the same job.
I guess you say we're the top guns out there, definitely.